I have a few select pages here to peruse tonight. This front page is unusual. The Observer always has a big photo on the front page. Monstrous thing many times. Somebody doing something or plant standing there doing nothing. It said tonight the biggest photo was a picture of a Fayette basketball player. I think that's Cole Burkholder maybe? I don't know all those names. Well, here's the lead story over on this side of the page. A subway is proposed in Morenci. Subway restaurant, that is. No. Why is that such big news? Well, I don't suppose it is on its own, but it's a doing the math here, $386,000 project if it happens. It's a man from Mason, a man from India actually, who has the subway in Hudson. I suggested that since we already have a few sandwich shops in Morenci, maybe he could do something that served aloo matar and paratha, something good like that. And he was quite excited about that. He said he'd have to find a cook. Sewer rates for Fayette going up, up, up. I'm glad Morenci did their combined sewer overflow project all at once years ago. We got a new treasurer, somebody from Hillsdale initially, went to school at Madison, lives in Hudson, and her name is Crystal White. Oh, look at this little reefer up here. These little pictures at the top are called reefers because it refers you to something inside. It's a little odd on Tuesdays you walk into the Observer and hear people yelling out, "Reefer! Reefer!" Anyway, this reefer is about Pennington Gas Service being sold to Energy. Some people will be disappointed with that story because it doesn't give all the facts, such as who still has their job and who doesn't. But, I mean, look, it's a private company. They can do what they want. It's none of my business. Here's a hook. What do we got here? Page 5. Page 5 has mention of the impending demolition of the Morenci Area Hospital. Next week they're going to start tearing it down. Here's a couple of photos from the past. This is the cornerstone. Mayor James Blanchard putting some items inside the copper box. There's Keith Whitehouse on the left. What's here? Page 8. I went to the Fayette Library program Saturday. So one of those situations where you go and hope there's going to be something good to take a picture of, and then, well, sometimes you just have to make something out of not much. These guys had a good time anyway. Made sun catchers, turkey-shaped sun catchers. Well, here's a page on the Seneca train crash from 1901. What the heck is that doing in here? Probably had it in several times in the past. Well, I had a page to fill, and this thing happened on a Thanksgiving Eve, so I thought, let's do it again. Especially since John Van Havel brought this story in that his Uncle Harry Lord wrote. He was an 11-year-old kid when it happened. Back page. Insulated sidewalk equal less shoveling? Question mark? Well, Bronson, Nicole DeSenso will find out they were tearing out their sidewalk, putting a new one in at their house on East Street North. Vance Jacobs from Frontier Insulation. He's in the building at the corner where Roth Fabricating used to be. He saw it and said, "Hey, how would you like to have some insulation under that sidewalk? Maybe you won't have to shovel as much. Snow will melt on its own. More often, at least." Sounded good to them, so there it is. Vance took a couple photos for me as they were put in the concrete. Interesting guy. I like him. So he is Mr. Foam. He knows everything about foam. I know everything about turning this camera off and going home.